Mike needs to come down.
I've been called a ninja since middle school, and I remember I did something one time where I was on an airplane and I was wearing a shirt that said ninja on it, and someone was putting something up in the overhead compartment, and I was kind of just playing on my phone, and out of the corner of my eye I noticed something falling, and I reacted and I caught it, and the person next to me was just like mind blown. The person who was like doing it and saw it fall couldn't react fast enough, and I caught this suitcase just one hand, and then I handed it back to them, and they were like, "You really are a ninja. You're like a real life ninja." And then it clicked. I'm like, that's cool, and that's something that really just like, it sat in my head for a while, and I'm thinking about it. And I don't want to just be a ninja because of the things I can do physically, but the mentality and the whole mindset of being a ninja too is also being respectful, doing what you can to help others, and that's something that I really strive for. Shooting that I'm now doing an American Ninja Warrior TV show. I'm one of the top competitors on it. It's a good nickname. I like it. So I remember being pretty young, like I had just turned 14, and I was watching the Olympics on at the time, and gymnastics specifically. I was watching all these dudes flip around, and I'm like, that looks so cool. I want to learn how to do that. I want to learn how to backflip. I want to learn how to swing on bars and jump around. It looks like a lot of fun. I didn't have any gymnastics centers around or anything like that I was able to just go play at. I didn't know what to do. So I started out by just dragging my mattress down the stairs into my backyard, and I started teaching myself how to flip and do backflips first. And within about a week, I taught myself to do a backflip on flat ground in the grass. No real trial and error other than just repetition and getting stronger with it. Once I started learning how to flip, I started flipping everywhere and off everything.
When you're swinging here, you're wasting all your energy, and you're making yourself a smaller pendulum. Smaller pendulums swing quicker and shorter. Long? What's that?
Is that what we want?
Oh, you want to be nice and long. Also, if you're here, when you're ready to go, you can't really throw the bar much. You're not going to get any power in the direction you want to go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But like from here, you're ready to go, and you're like, all you get is this. If you relax, you get all of that. You get a lot more throw. So you'll get a better swing and a better throw.
American Ninja Warrior is an obstacle course TV show. Ninja Warrior, the community, is a bunch of people who do obstacles coming together to teach other people how to do obstacles. There's competitions, there's events, some really, really cool and very, very talented people come together to hang out and have a good time. It's a fantastic experience that no matter if you're a supreme athlete or you've never done athletics in your life, you will be welcome into, and you're going to have a fun time doing it.
Wow, cross-legged back tuck to get things going. Little spin through.
The first TV show I was on, Jump City, Seattle, it aired on G4, and at the time American Ninja Warrior was also airing on G4. I got a phone call from G4 asking if I wanted to try out for American Ninja Warrior Season 3. And again, I had no idea what it was. I was very interested. It's like, sure, what is it? Tell me about it. And they told me it was an obstacle course. The things we see you doing on Jump City, you should have no problem doing this course. Thought it was a gimmick, thought they were just trying to get me out there, but I decided to go with it, so I flew out to Venice 2 weeks after the phone call, and I tried out on my first course in Venice. When I ran at the time, not only did I clear and hit my first buzzer, but I actually had the fastest time out of everybody else. Today in American Ninja Warrior, we have got 5 or 6 cities, and the top 30 go to finals, and the top 15 of those city finalists move on to the national finals in Las Vegas. Before that, they only took 10 people to Japan to compete in Sasuke. And Sasuke is where Ninja Warrior originated. We were out there, we're in Japan, I'm doing what I love to do, which is just being active and athletic, and I'm competing on a Japanese television competition show. A couple of the other Americans went before me, and they had cleared, they'd done very well. My nerves were starting to ease up a little bit, and it was my turn to run. So I start running the course, I'm feeling strong, I feel good, I'm not feeling tired or weak, and I get to an obstacle called the half pipe attack. Land on the solid platform, catch your balance, move on. When I landed, I took impact while I was still swinging and rotating. my entire knee basically collapsed in on itself. I ended up getting a pretty bad knee injury.
Oh, stumble on the landing there, Jimmy, holding his knee. Looks like it, and he is down. Jimmy, he looks injured. He is stumbling his way to the warp wall and just grimacing in pain.
Did he hit it? Or is something seriously wrong? I think something's seriously wrong, Matt. Well, that's the end. His run was so promising up until now, but he is in a lot of pain, Matt.
I continued to try to move on, do the warped wall. I stood up, I fell down, I stood up again, tried to take a step, it didn't work, and that was it.
Is Drew Drechsel. He's at the starting line right now. The 27-year-old gym owner from Fairfield, Connecticut, is making his 5th appearance in the national finals, his 4th on stage 2.
What brought me back, first of all, is that I don't like being defeated. I don't like losing. And I felt like I didn't get a fair shot at something that I was doing pretty well at. I felt like I needed to come back to prove that I could do this. I could complete that course. Out of the 10 Americans that went, I was the only one that didn't complete the first stage. I was the only one that didn't move on to stage 2, and it wasn't that I had failed, it was because I was withdrawn. When I went to get physical therapy, one of the therapists there, Joyce Shabazz, had recognized my name from the show, and she requested to have me. She's familiar with the show, and she's familiar with me, and she knows kind of, I don't want to just walk again, I want to be able to jump off roofs and do all the crazy Spider-Man antics that I normally do. So she took me on as a personal request, and she pushed me really hard. After 7 months was when the next season started airing, the qualifying. And I don't think I was 100% ready, but Joyce had got me well enough that I was able to compete. And the first time I did anything crazy or obstacles again, was lower body at least, was on those steps. And I bound through the steps, no issues, felt no pain, kept moving on, and from then on out, there wasn't really much lower body or impact, so I was just cruising through it.
A lot of fun tonight. There's a lot of you here, so I'm just still setting stuff up. I didn't expect to have this many people. I expected about this many people. I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue to set up more stuff for you guys to play on, just so you're not waiting forever. Here's what I got so far. This work wall here and that work wall in the back are both open. This one's easier. Please raise your hand if tonight's your very first night. Excellent. Perfect. So please pay attention. This work wall is much easier. You can actually get much higher on the wall before you even start losing traction. This is only a 14-foot wall. That blue in the back there is also 14 foot, but it goes up much quicker. So with this one, have some fun with it.
Drew's one of the most dedicated, passionate ninjas I've ever met. His passion for the sport, his passion for teaching, for everybody involved is contagious. Even if you just come to the gym for one adult open session, one clinic, you immediately become a part of the ninja community, and he embodies everything that is good about the ninja community.
I think Drew does a really good job of representing himself. He's a very straightforward and honest guy. He works really hard, harder than anyone I think really knows.
Drew has an entire curriculum for the sole purpose of spreading the joy of his sport to as many people as he could spread it to. And he travels the world helping people to be better ninjas just because that's what he loves to do.
Watching Drew compete, I always know something crazy is going to happen. Either he's going to do really well or he's going to fail trying as hard as he can. So it's always an intense viewing.
Relax, 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 relax. Longer. Drive now. Turn around, come down.
My favorite thing about Drew is that he's got so many flavors of lifestyle. He's this really active human being, but at home he does really like to calm down, and he likes to play his games. He likes to watch movies with me and stuff. So it's really nice just being able to hang out with him and live life with him too.
Tuesday, May 26th, NBC.
Stay tight, stay tight.
Do it for the boys. Ain't nothing but a peanut. Lightweight. Everybody wanna be big, but ain't nobody wanna look like
You want to jump a lot. Because if you jump, if you kind of have that look at it, you don't have all that power that you want. So you need to fully go at this, which means you need to not jump from the other ninja. You need to jump from back here. That way you can still jump. You have all the power and you can take each other. I'm raising an army. I'm building an empire of little ninjas. These kids want to do the things that they're seeing on TV. They want to fly through the air like I do. They want to be as strong as Daniel Gill or Kevin Bull or Jesse Graff, these ninjas on the show. And I want to help supply them with a safe facility where they can practice and train and learn. And then also these ninjas that there are their idols can visit and they can work out together and meet their idols. However, with this Ninja Warrior, you've got kids who they want to be stronger, they want to be smarter and faster, and they want to be able to do obstacles. And it's a really good thing physically and mentally for kids to want to put their time and effort into. As long as I trust my hands to hold on, I'm not going anywhere.
Drechsel, not a rock climbing background, but he has worked relentlessly on his grip and a good job using the lower body. He grabbed the wrong hold. I can't believe this, Matt. 2 years in a row.
So I missed the good hold. I grabbed that one, and as soon as I grabbed it, I was like, this is bad, and I started falling. I know a lot of kids look up to me, so I try my best to be the best role model that I can be for these kids who are watching TV. I know that if I do fall, there are millions of people watching to see what my reaction is going to be. And I've got a couple choices. I can throw a fit and a temper tantrum and storm off like a little child, and that's the precedent that I'm going to set for the youth, and that's not the kind of person I am. Or I'm going to hold my head up high and tell them I'm going to be back next year. I'm going to go train this obstacle until I'm no longer ever scared of it or have to worry about it. And that's the kind of message that I'm trying to get to the kids is if you get knocked down, get back up. Every single person on the show has failed. Every single person on the show has gotten wet at some point. There's only been one person who had a flawless season, but he's failed all the previous seasons. Doesn't matter who you are. You fall and you make mistakes and you learn from it. As long as I can convey that to the youth and to the adults who want to try this stuff, then that's my goal. Come on, commit! Go get it! There we go. Next one!
Is that your chalk? Do you mind if I use it?
Good! Thank you. Come on, I'm spotting, alright? I'll catch you in this. Go for it, though.
Come on, you got this. It's just like the one before.
Come on! You're right here. Go get it, go get it! Alright?
Nice, Joe.
So there's already been the first American Ninja Warrior, and well, I can't be the first American Ninja Warrior anymore, but I can be the next American Ninja Warrior, which is a fantastic title to have. I want to set records that won't ever be broken. Don't ever stop playing. I look at it as I never grew up. I had to do adult things, but I still kept doing kid things. I never stopped playing at the playground or jumping around or climbing trees. I always have fun with what I do, and I never stop playing.